I need a job. And you say you are too old to stand all day at McDonald's or work 12 hours a day as a nanny. Herds of gazelles leaping over rotted monsters' mansions, swaying grass, cracking the cement of disintegrating empires. I need a job. And you say there are no openings. But I am opening the portals of resistance, flooding your sinking ship of selfishness, opening my squeezed vagina muscles, birthing the truth of the genocides of indigenous peoples whose spirits are here now among us, working to expose the murderous thieves destroying villages, forcing them into slavery and money and money and money. I need a job. And you say volunteer. But how many political activists fighting for social change are living in poverty, unable to afford apartments or even herbal medicine? Jobs, money, space, no jobs, no money, no space. No space to rest. No space to do art, keep things, have organized meetings. Too many job nomadic wanderers searching for unspeakable money, rest. I met 2 homeless Armenian men who were living on the subway. So I went to the Armenian church and asked if they could help them find jobs and a place to stay. They said, we don't do social services. I said, why don't you email everyone in your congregation and see if they want to help? They said, we can't do that. I said, I know that they were migratory workers who were forced to leave Armenia because of the high unemployment, because of the blockade of Armenia by Turkey and Azerbaijan. And I also know that there's $2 million worth of gold leaf on the dome of this church, which is at 34th Street on 2nd Avenue. And I said, can you give me a ladder? And they said, no. Then I thought about it and I thought, well, you know, most of these aid organizations are religious. Well, what about the leftist community? So I was at a well-known leftist organization, and I asked if anyone knew of any jobs. A worker said, well, maybe we should turn part of the bulletin board into a space for jobs and housing. But he never did. The leftist community has no organized plan to reach out, matching leftists needing services with activists needing jobs. I need a job, and so do hundreds of thousands of impoverished people, and I can hear them over the sounds of the hoofs of the herds of gazelles leaping over rotted masters' mansions. But who is really going to help?
So this is called Privatize This. Privatize the sun, privatize the moon, privatize December, privatize June, privatize the county, privatize the fair, privatize water, privatize air, privatize our wants, privatize our needs, privatize our thoughts, privatize our deeds. Yeah, privatize this, oh, privatize that. Privatizations, where is that? Privatize the roads and privatize the rails, privatize the prisons and privatize the jails, privatize the bases, privatize the forts, privatize the harbors, privatize the ports, privatize postal, privatize schools, privatize the roads, privatize the rules. Yeah, privatize this, oh, privatize that. Privatizations, where it's at. Privatize the doctors, privatize the cooks, privatize libraries, privatize books, privatize corn and privatize wheat, privatize electricity, privatize heat, privatize troops, privatize police, privatize war, privatize peace. Yeah, privatize this, oh, privatize that. Privatizations, where it's at. Privatize oil, privatize spills. Privatize fire, privatize drills. Privatize health, privatize care. Privatize red, privatize scare. Privatize transit, privatize mass, privatize struggle, privatize class.
This poem is called Albanza, in praise of Local 100, for the 43 members of the hotel employees and restaurant employees Local 100 working at the Windows on the World restaurant who lost their lives in the attack on the World Trade Center. Albanza, praise the cook with a shaven head and a tattoo on his shoulder that said Oye, a blue-eyed Puerto Rican with people from Fajardo, a harbor of pirates centuries ago. Praise the lighthouse on Fajardo, candle glimmering white to worship the dark saint of the sea. Albanza, praise the cook's yellow pirate's cap, worn in the name of Alberto Clemente, his plane that flamed into the ocean loaded with cans for Nicaragua. For all the mouths chewing the ash of earthquakes, Albanza. Praise the kitchen radio dial clicked even before the dial on the oven, so that music in Spanish rose above bread. Praise the bread, Albanza. Praise Manhattan from 107 flights up, like Atlantis glimpsed through the windows of an ancient aquarium. Praise the great windows where immigrants from the kitchen could squint and almost see their world, hear the chant of nations. Ecuador, Mexico, República Dominicana, Haiti, Yemen, Ghana, Bangladesh, Albanza. Praise the kitchen in the morning, where the gas burned blue on every stove and exhaust fans fired at diminutive propellers, hands cracked eggs with quick thumbs, or sliced open cartons to build an altar of cans. Albanza. Praise the busboy's music, the chime of his dishes and silverware in the tub. Albanza. Praise the dish dog, the dishwasher, who worked that morning because another dishwasher could not stop coughing, or because he needed overtime to pile the sacks of rice and beans for a family floating away on some Caribbean island plagued by frogs. Albanza. Praise the waitress who heard the radio in the kitchen and sang to herself about a man gone. Albanza. After the thunder, wilder than thunder. After the shudder deep in the glass of the great windows. After the radio stopped singing like a tree full of terrified frogs. After night burst and the dam of day flooded the kitchen. For a time the stoves glowed in darkness like the firehouse, like the lighthouse in Fajardo, like a cook's soul. Soul, I say, even if the dead cannot tell us about the bristles of God's beard because God has no face. Soul, I say, to name the smoke beams flung in constellations across the night sky of this city and cities to come. Albanza, I say, even if God has no face. Albanza. When the war began from Manhattan and Kabul, two constellations of smoke rose and drifted to each other, mingling in icy air. And one said with an Afghan tongue, "Teach me to dance. We have no music here." And the other said with a Spanish tongue, "I will teach you. Music is all we have."